The Thunderbolts have been a long-awaited MCU team. The group of various villains, anti-heroes, and misfits is a staple in the world of Marvel Comics, and a good number of the heroes so many of us have come to know have been a part of the team at some point or another. It's taken some time for the MCU version of the team to come together, with fans speculating over which characters could join the new squad. Marvel Studios officially announced back in 2022 that an MCU Thunderbolts movie was finally on the way, with the team being composed of Contessa Valentina Allegra de la Fontaine, Ghost, Red Guardian, Yelena Belova, Bucky Barnes, US Agent, and Taskmaster. And although he wasn't announced as a part of the Thunderbolts roster, we have known for a bit that actor Steven Yeun would also have a role in the upcoming film, set to release in 2025. The actor is most well known for his roles in The Walking Dead, Minari, Invincible, and Nope, and he will now be making the jump to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. When we first learned about Yeun joining the MCU back in February, there was little to no official information regarding the actor's casting. However, his mystery superhero persona may have just been revealed by the creator of The Walking Dead, Robert Kirkman. During an interview, Kirkman let it slip that his, quote, good friend Steven Yeun is playing the Sentry in a movie. We had known that Yeun was playing a superpowered individual, but the fact that it is the superhero Sentry is news to everyone. Yeun had told Kirkman about the costume fitting he did, and joked about how he only does superheroes that are yellow and blue, a nod to his role in the animated Invincible series. Sentry, also known as Robert Reynolds, debuted in Marvel Comics' Sentry #1 in 2000, introduced as a middle-aged and overweight everyman character who wakes up one day remembering that he used to be the Sentry, a superhero with the power of 1 million exploding suns. Reynolds' first story sees him approaching the high-profile heroes of the Marvel Universe in an attempt to also get them to remember him, including the likes of Mr. Fantastic, the Hulk, Spider-Man, and Doctor Strange. It was later revealed that a meth-addicted Reynolds became the Sentry after inadvertently consuming an experimental super soldier serum in an effort to fuel his addiction, and this darkness permeated throughout his career as a superhero. While remembering that he is Sentry, Robert Reynolds also remembers his archenemy, the Void. However, Reynolds and Reed Richards soon learn that the Sentry and the Void are two sides to the same person, which once forced the Sentry and the heroes of Earth to wipe the world's memory of the Sentry to spare them from the Void. Eventually, Reynolds joins the Avengers as the Sentry, but his psychological problems worsen as he constantly fails to reconcile his Robert Reynolds, Sentry, and Void personas. In Marvel Comics, the Sentry's powers are derived from an experimental super soldier serum that moves his molecules an instant ahead of the current timeline, granting him some incredible gifts that are supposedly 1,000 times stronger than those of the original Captain America. Due to this fact, the exact limits of Sentry's abilities are not known, though he has been shown to be able to lift a helicarrier, hold off a Celestial, fight Thor hand-to-hand, and dispatch of Carnage, Ultron, and Terrax the Tamer, a herald of the planet-eating Galactus. However, the Sentry's strength isn't the only ability he possesses. The Sentry also has superhuman speed and enhanced senses, has the ability to fly, and is practically invulnerable, with S.H.I.E.L.D. director Nick Fury noting that they know of no ways to kill him, and Iron Man's scanners picking up no weaknesses in his body. The Sentry can absorb and project huge amounts of energy, has displayed the ability to teleport himself in an instant, and is a remarkably powerful telepath. His simultaneous existence in the past, present, and future has led some to speculate that time may simply bend itself around the Sentry, meaning that situations usually work in his favor, as he can manipulate time and probability to his will. Although the Sentry is one of Marvel Comics' most formidable superheroes, his evil alter ego, the Void, is also incredibly powerful, which means he poses one of the greatest threats to the Marvel Universe. It's claimed that for every benevolent act the Sentry performs, the Void retorts it with an act of malevolence. The Void is usually depicted in a demonic form, capable of battling Thor and killing Loki with ease. The Void has the ability to shapeshift and can control the weather to create destructive storms, and the Void is at its most powerful in the Negative Zone, a popular location for the Fantastic Four and other Marvel heroes. Because of the multiple personas of the character, and a lack of credible information as of right now, it's difficult to say which version of the character we'll see in the Thunderbolts movie. It could be somewhat of an origin story for Robert Reynolds. We could see Sentry already with his powers, or we could be first introduced to the Void and have that be the main antagonist for the Thunderbolts to defeat. We haven't heard any news on who the potential villain could be for the story, and the Void would be an interesting one to see play out since there's a notable lack of powers on the roster. But introducing a character of this caliber into the MCU is sure to ripple out across other stories as we get closer to the next Avengers movie. Does this make you excited for the Thunderbolts? Let me know in the comments below. Remember to like the video and subscribe for more Marvel videos. And remember to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Thank you all for watching, and remember, the Force will be with you. Always.